Imagine if I told you that for the price of a very cheap cup of coffee, that you could set in motion a chain reaction that dramatically boosts your credit score. No massive payments, no years of waiting, just $5. Now you probably think I was joking or worse, selling you some too good to be true dream. But here's the truth. This tiny, under the radar $5 move can be the smartest credit decision that you've made this year, especially if you're tired of feeling like the credit system is stacked against you. Now, this isn't about taking out more loans, maxing out credit cards, or begging your bank for mercy. This is about using a tiny, calculated hack that works with the way credit scoring models operate. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to break it down so that you can walk away today knowing exactly how to use it. Now, you may be thinking, $5 can't possibly move the needle on a credit score that's been damaged by late payments, collections, or even high utilization. But here's the thing. Credit scoring isn't just about how much you pay off, it's about what data gets reported and the quality of that data. If you can add more positive data into your credit report, especially in areas where you currently have no history, well, you can tip the scales in your favor a lot faster than you think. So, credit scores are based on several factors: payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit inquiries. Now, of all these, payment history is the king. It makes up about 35% of your FICO score. So that means the more consistent on time payments you get reported to the credit bureaus, well, the more your score can rise. But the problem is, most people don't have every bill they pay showing up on their credit report. Things like your Netflix subscription, your electric bill, your cell phone plan, well, they may be taking money out of your pocket every month, but they're doing nothing to help your credit score unless you make them. Now, that's where the $5 trick comes in. So services like Experian Boost and others allow you to connect your bank account and choose which bills you want to add to your credit profile. Now, some versions are free, but a small $5 upgrade in certain programs lets you add more types of accounts, more payment history, and in some cases, even backdate your reporting. So, for the cost of a fast food burger, you can suddenly turn your streaming service or your utility bill into a credit building tool. And yes, people have seen their scores jump by 10, 20, even 40 points overnight. So, here's how it plays out in real life. You grab your most recent bank statement and you identify the bills that you're already paying every month without fail. So let's say, for instance, it's your internet service and your cell phone. Well, you sign up for the reporting service, you link your bank account, and for that $5, well, you unlock the ability to report more accounts or to push through older payments that you've already made. So within days or weeks, these positive payments appear on your credit report as brand new trade lines. Now, that's extra payment history that your score can use immediately. Now, don't expect miracles if the rest of your report is filled with late payments or collections. But as a complement to other good habits, well, this can tip you over the edge into a higher credit tier. And here's where the magic happens. So if you're sitting on a 640 and you need a 660 to qualify for a better loan rate, well, that tiny jump could save you hundreds, even thousands in interest. So, my credit warriors, just before we take a deeper dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified that the minute we produce another game-changing video that helps your credit situation. I promise it will help and you will appreciate it. So buckle up and let's plunge it a little bit deeper. So the real genius of the $5 hack is that it leverages what credit scoring models value the most, and that is predictability. See, lenders want to see that you can handle financial responsibility month after month. So by reporting bills that you are already paying, you create a longer track record of reliability without having to borrow a single extra dollar. It's kind of like building muscle, but without lifting any extra weight. You're simply counting the reps that you've already done. Now, another hidden advantage is that this can improve your credit mix, which is the variety of accounts that you already have. Now, many people only have revolving accounts like credit cards showing up. But by adding something like a utility bill or a streaming subscription as a trade line, well, you introduce more diversity into your credit file. Now, FICO and VantageScore models often reward this with additional points, and those points matter. Sometimes they're the difference between being denied and approved for a loan, or between a sky-high interest rate and a reasonable one. Now, I've seen people use this hack and pair it with smart moves like keeping their credit utilization under 10%, paying off small collections, and disputing reporting errors. And within 3 to 6 months, they've jumped from subprime to prime territory. That's not just a better score, it's cheaper car insurance, lower credit card rates, and the ability to get approved for apartments or mortgages without sweating bullets. So the $5 trick won't solve every credit problem, but it is one of the most cost-effective steps that you can possibly take today. Think about it. If you can gain 20 points and that moves you into a better bracket for financing, well, you could save thousands over the life of a loan. Compare that to a cost of doing nothing, where bad credit quietly bleeds your wallet every month in the form of higher interest rates and fees. So here's my challenge to you. Before the week is over, try the $5 trick for yourself. Find a bill you're already paying without fail, sign up for a reporting service, and put that payment to work for your score. Track your progress and watch what happens in the next month or two. Then come back here and tell me your results, because I promise you nothing makes me happier than hearing how a tiny action made a massive difference. See, credit building doesn't have to be overwhelming. Sometimes all it takes is a little strategy, a little patience, and yes, $5. That's less than you'd spend on coffee, but it could be the price of your ticket out of a bad credit situation and into the financial future that you deserve. So have a wonderful day, my credit warriors, and I'll see you guys on the next one.